I was returning something I stole.
Okay, tiny dude is big now. He's big now.
Hey! You took my daughter!
Do you know how many Avengers I've killed? I am Kang! But you thought you could win.
The movie begins in 1989 with Dr. Hank Pym, who is a brilliant physicist and expert in insects. He works at S.H.I.E.L.D. and discovers a mysterious particle, which he later called the Pym particle. These particles can shrink or enlarge objects and living beings to a very high extent.
Scientist.
Then act like one.
If only you'd protected Janet with such ferocity.
Easy, Hank.
Don't look at me, you said it. The Pym particle is a miracle, please.
Nobody will ever get that formula.
You've already lied to him. Now you want to go to war with him.
Yes.
You really want to find out what it's like when you can't see him coming?
Meanwhile, a man named Scott Lang is released from prison after serving 3 years for breaking into his own employer's company and exposing its corruption. He's picked up by his quirky friend and former cellmate, Luis, who immediately tells him about a new heist opportunity. But Scott refuses to indulge in such crimes again. He wants to stay out of trouble and rebuild his life for the sake of his young daughter, Cassie.
Hey, how's your girl, man?
She left me.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom died too, and my dad got deported. But I got the van.
It's nice.
You know that jobs don't come easy for ex-cons, right?
Man, I got a master's in electrical engineering.
I'll have a burger, please.
Oh, we don't make that.
Scott applies for several jobs, but he gets rejected everywhere because of his criminal record. Feeling hopeless and discouraged, he falls into depression. The only thing that keeps him going is his love for his daughter, Cassie. He calculates how much money he needs to pay for child support, and it's more than he expected. He becomes desperate and decides to go back to crime, and agrees to join Luis for one more heist.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Nice work on the Vista job.
He blows the whistle and he gets fired. Transfers millions back to the people that they stole it from. My cousin talked to this guy 2 weeks ago about this little perfect job. Some retired millionaire living off his golden parachute.
I don't care. I'm out.
Hank started his own company by the name Pym Technologies. He starts this company along with his daughter, Hope Van Dyne, and his trusted pupil, Darren Cross. Hank continues to study the Pym particle, but keeps the original suit and the full details of the technology hidden from everyone, even from his colleagues. Eventually, Darren discovers the suit truth one day. Obsessed with the shrinking technology, he plans to take over the company.
When I took over this company for Dr. Pym, I immediately started researching a particle.
A soldier the size of an insect.
An Ant-Man. That's what they called you. Trumped up BS to scare the USSR. Hank, was the Ant-Man real?
Just a tall tale.
Well, I was inspired by the legend of the Ant-Man. It's not a legend anymore. The end of warfare as we know it. The Yellowjacket.
The Yellowjacket can manage any conflict on the geopolitical landscape. Industrial sabotage, unlimited influence to carry out protective actions.
So it's a suit.
It's a vessel.
Imagine what our enemies could do with this tech.
Thank you for coming. Hope?
There's a reason that I buried these secrets.
So you finally admit it.
You sell to me first. 20% of your asking price.
Deal.
Just give me the suit and let me finish this once and for all.
I think I found a guy.
Who?
When he arrives at the house of his ex-wife, Maggie, and her fiancé, Paxton, they immediately tell him to leave. Paxton is a police officer, and he doesn't want a criminal in his house. Also, Maggie warns Scott that if he wants to be a part of Cassie's life, he needs to get a steady job and start paying child support. After hearing this, Scott leaves feeling frustrated and helpless.
I haven't paid a dime of child support. You know, right now, if I wanted to, I could arrest you.
My daughter's birthday.
It's my house.
So what? It's my kid. Your fiance is an asshat.
He's not an asshat.
Hey, watch your language.
I'm trying, okay? I've changed it. I'm straight. I had a job and...
Get an apartment, pay child support, and then we will talk about visitation.
Unfortunately, we can't just do whatever we want. I don't think you understand.
Goodbye, Frank.
Ooh. Stop cheating. How's the party?
Tell me about that tip.
What?
Luis briefs Scott about the job, which he heard from a chain of people as a tip. The target is an old man who used to be a scientist. According to Luis, the man keeps valuable gadgets and rare tech in his house. Luis believes that these items of the old man could sell for millions on the black market. What Scott doesn't know is that the man is Hank Pym. That night, Scott uses his skills as a former burglar to break into the house. He climbs the fence, disables the window sensors, and sneaks inside through a window. The other 3 team members of the heist stay behind in the van and get impressed by the skills of Scott. They are just pretending to help him from outside. Scott makes his way down to the basement, where he finds a locked door. He opens the door using his exceptional skills. Behind that is another door, this one sealed with fingerprint security about which they didn't know earlier. But Scott is well prepared. He goes to the kitchen and finds some essentials. Then, he uses his tricks to lift a fingerprint from the medicine container of the old man and unlocks the second door using that forged fingerprint. To Scott's bad luck, there is another big metal door locked inside.
Made from the same steel as the Titanic. Remember what that iceberg did?
Yeah, man, it killed DiCaprio.
Put water in the locking mechanism and froze it with nitrogen. Ice expands. It's a suit. Motorcycle suit.
I know you needed a scorer.
Back at Pym Technologies, Darren Cross is running an experiment. He's trying to shrink a sheep using his version of the shrinking technology. But something goes wrong. When he throws the Pym particles at the sheep, it dies in the process. The test is a failure, but Darren refuses to stop. He's determined to make it work, no matter the cost. Meanwhile, Scott Lang returns home with the mysterious red suit he stole from Hank Pym's house. Curious, he tries it on in the bathroom. He presses a red button on the glove, and instantly he shrinks down to the size of an insect.
Scotty, what's up, man?
It's a trial by fire, Scott. Or in this case, water.
What the hell?
Get down on the ground!
I was returning something I stole.
You know, you almost had us convinced that you were going to change your ways. They were really rooting for you.
Soon after, another officer tells Scott that his lawyer has arrived. Scott is confused as he didn't call a lawyer. When he goes to see who it is, he finds Hank Pym waiting for him. Hank reveals that he's been watching Scott ever since he got out of prison. He even planted the rumor about the valuable tech in his house, knowing Luis would tell Scott and they would then plan this heist. It was all part of a test. He wanted Scott to steal the suit and try it on. Hank offers Scott 2 choices, which are either to spend years in prison or put on the suit and work for him. Back in his cell, Scott sits confused, thinking what he should do now until a swarm of ants arrives, carrying the suit. The ants also make signs of the countdown, which shows that Scott needs to decide immediately. Without hesitation, he puts the suit on and shrinks again.
Smart choice. You actually listen for once.
Where to now?
Hang tight.
Oh, God.
These are my associates.
Huh? Now, what's the next move?
Hang on tight.
Oh, this is easy.
I'm controlling 247. He is not listening to you.
What? What happens if I throw up in this helmet?
That's my helmet, Scott. You do not throw up.
Hit me in 5 minutes.
Dr. Pym's waiting for you downstairs.
Hank sits Scott down and explains everything. He says Scott was chosen for his special ability to break into places unnoticed. Then, Hank tells him the full story of the Ant-Man suit, everything about how it works and why he needs Scott's help. Hank actually wants Scott to break into Darren's facility and steal his yellow jacket. Hank doesn't want this technology to get into the wrong hands. Hope repeatedly asks Hank if she is the better choice for this assignment, but Hank doesn't listen to her. Darren has nearly perfected his version of the shrinking suit. Hank wants Scott to stop him before it's too late. As part of the plan, Scott must also erase all records and databases of Hank's shrinking technology so that Darren can never replicate it again.
But it was dangerous, so I hid it from the world. So he conspired against me and he voted me out of my own company.
So what do you want from me?
If you can help me, I can help you be with your daughter again.
Are you trying to find my daddy?
Yeah, I am, sweetheart.
Hope you don't catch him.
I think our first move
should be calling the Avengers.
This is not some cute technology like the Iron Man suit. Besides, they're probably too busy dropping cities.
Hank, I'm a thief, right? I mean, I'm a good thief, but this is insane.
I'm wearing the suit.
Absolutely not.
He is
Listen
a criminal.
to me, please.
I'm your daughter.
No!
Scott begins training. He practices martial arts with Hope, who looks obviously a master of this. He learns how to communicate and control ants using the transmitter attached behind the ear. Ants can get the signals from the transmitter and can be proven to be the most loyal soldiers in any battle.
The relationship between man and suit is symbiotic. Now dive through the keyhole, Scott.
When your small energies compress, so you have the force of a 200-pound man like a bullet.
You want to show me how to punch? Show me. I think this regulator is holding...
That regulator is compromised. You would go subatomic. Everything that you know, gone forever.
Paratrechina longicorn. They're lightning fast and can conduct electricity, which makes them useful. Parapanera clavata.
Bullet ants, right? Number 1 on the Schmidt-Payne Index.
Camponotus pennsylvanicus.
Ideal for ground and air transport.
I'm gonna call him Anthony.
Hey!
Fire ants are handy to get you in and out of difficult places.
There's a security guard posted around the clock. We'll need you to take him out to deactivate the security systems.
You're gonna need to signal the crazy ants to blow the servers, retrieve the suit, and next to the vaults, tell them to put the sugar in the teacup. The suit has no weapons, so I made you these discs. Red shrinks, blue enlarges.
They're not listening to me.
He warns that if Scott shrinks too much to the molecular level, he could enter the quantum realm by going subatomic. Hank speaks from personal experience. In 1987, during a mission, his wife, Janet Van Dyne, also known as the original Wasp, had to shrink beyond safe limits to disable a missile.
The only way was through solid titanium. My regulator had sustained too much damage. It went subatomic to deactivate the bomb. And I spent the next 10 years trying to learn all I could. I was trying to protect you. I didn't mean to lose you, too.
I'm gonna make some tea.
For his first real test, Scott is assigned to steal a crucial piece of equipment needed for the main mission. The twist is that the equipment is located inside the Avengers headquarters.
Hey, didn't you say this was some old warehouse? You son of a...
I had a sensor trip, but I'm not seeing anything.
You can't see me.
I can see you. Who the hell are you? I'm Ant-Man.
I was hoping I could grab a piece of technology.
Bringing him in.
Sorry about this.
Reaches an adult male who has some sort of shrinking tech.
Look, I'm sorry about this. Sorry. Anthony, little help.
I've lost visual.
Seemed like a really great guy.
It's really important to me that Cap never finds out about this.
You jeopardized everything.
You got it.
Well done.
Hey, how about the fact that I fought an Avenger and didn't die?
Darren unexpectedly shows up at Hank's house. He announces that the Yellowjacket suit is fully functional, and he's preparing to sell it to a buyer. The sale will take place in a high-security facility, where even the air vents are sealed with microscopic mesh to prevent infiltration. Darren is very confident and arrogant on his feet. He even invites Hank to come and witness the deal himself. After hearing Darren's plan, Scott realizes the mission is going to be much harder than expected, so he calls Luis and other team members for backup. Everyone plays a role in preparing for the heist. Luis disguises himself as a security guard and lowers the water pressure in the building's pipes. This creates a distraction, allowing Scott to sneak inside the high-security facility with help from his allies. Meanwhile, the buyer arrives, and he turns out to be an executive from Hydra. If the Yellowjacket suit ends up in their hands, the consequences for humanity could be devastating. Inside the building, Scott reaches the server room. He instructs his ants to short-circuit the security systems and destroy all backup data. Then, he plants a small explosive on the mainframe to wipe out all digital traces of the shrinking technology.
Yes, you got it. Arriving in second position. Assume formation. All right, you cute little crazies. Heading to the particle chamber.
You tried to hide your technology from me, and now it's gonna blow up in your face.
Setting the charges. Are we looking on that laser grid?
Almost.
Ready to jump. Do you read, Kurt? Go now!
Hey, little guy.
I always suspected you had a suit stored away somewhere. He escapes his jail cell without leaving any clue as to how. Now he brings me the Ant-Man suit. What do you call the only man who can arm the most powerful weapon in the world?
Darren!
I have to be the one to do it. You know, I came to the house the other night to kill him, but you were there.
Dad!
Take the suit off or I'll blow your brains out and peel it off.
We got a 1033 at Pimtech. Request immediate backup.
Kill anything that comes out of that vault!
Thank you, Luis.
We the good guys?
Yeah.
What are the good guys, man?
The bomb planted in the server room is seconds away from exploding. Hank is injured but still conscious. He gives Hope a small tank keychain, which is his secret weapon. She activates it, and the keychain transforms into a full-size tank. This allows them both to escape just as the building collapses. Elsewhere, Darren escapes in a helicopter, but before he can get away, he notices a swarm of ants flying toward him.
Anthony!
You're gonna regret that.
Get out of that thing! It's too loud to the tank, I can't hear you!
I'm gonna disintegrate you!
Scott? Paxton, you have to listen to me.
Scott gets arrested and is now being taken back to prison. But Darren Cross regains consciousness, and he is more furious. He decides to hurt Scott Lang by targeting Scott's family. At the same moment, Officer Paxton is driving Scott to the police station. A radio call reports a break-in at Paxton's own house. They race over and find Darren, who is now wearing the Yellowjacket suit and holding little Cassie hostage in her bedroom.
There you are. Damn it! Your very existence is insulting to me.
Scotty needs us, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna stop us.
All you gonna do is we just back it up, okay? That's it. Back it up. That's right. Back it up.
That's a messed up looking dog.
It's titanium, you idiot! Significant you are. I'm gonna destroy everything you love!
Stay behind me, okay? Stay behind me.
I love you, Cassie. Oh no.
You would enter a reality. As you shrink, gone forever.
Is she all right?
She's fine.
The next day, Hank Pym meets Scott. He is amazed that Scott has returned from the quantum realm. It is a feat Hank thought impossible. But now, when Scott has returned from that space, Hank hopes that his wife Janet might also be saved someday. In the end, Hope and Scott kiss each other, which shows that they are now in a relationship. Later, Luis excitedly tells Scott that the Avengers are looking for him. It means that Ant-Man would soon be included in the Avengers team.
I'm looking for a guy that shrinks. And I'm like, damn, I got all nervous.
What'd he say?
He said, yes.
There's something I want to show you. Mother and I worked on together. We were working on it for you.
It's about damn time.
In the meantime, Scott gets transferred to an airport to aid Captain America against Iron Man.
Had to put a little coffee in them, but
Captain America.
Mr. Lang,
Hey, man. What's up, Tic Tac? Good to see you.
if you come with us, you're a wanted man.
What else is new? We're evacuating the airport.
Suit up.
You're gonna turn Barnes over, you're gonna come with us. Now, because it's us.
Guys, something.
Brody, you want to take Cap?
Throw it at this.
Is this part of the plan?
Well, my plan was go easy on him. You want to switch it up?
You must surrender now.
Let's go, let's go! You're gonna have to take this into the shop.
Brody?
Deploying fire suppression system.
The rest of us aren't getting out of here. We need a diversion. Something big.
I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss.
I'm the boss!
Okay, tiny dude is big now. He's big now.
Anybody on our side hiding any shocking and fantastic abilities?
Empire Strikes Back? You know that part? With the walking thingies? Yeah!
Does anyone have any orange slices?
We then go back into another flashback of Hank Pym and his wife Janet Van Dyne. She went subatomic to disable the missile, but that heroic act came at a cost. She got lost in the quantum realm, which is a mysterious dimension made of infinite void and time distortion. She tried to escape, but couldn't return. Hank realizes that maybe Janet is still out there. If Scott could return, then maybe she could too. Hope also thinks the same and is determined to help bring her mother back.
Tell Hope I love her.
Janet, no!
You went subatomic to deactivate. Alone, afraid, gone forever. Telling you that she wasn't coming home was the hardest thing that I ever had to do. And when he went to the quantum realm, everything changed. So I dusted off some old plans. I think it's possible to bring her back.
After the events of our heroes clashing at the airport, Scott is under house arrest for breaking the Sokovia Accords. He now spends his days at home with his young daughter Cassie. With help from his friend Luis, Scott turns his house into a giant playground to keep her entertained. One day, while goofing around, Scott accidentally damages part of the house, and the tracker on his leg slightly comes out of the perimeter. Just then, the FBI arrives for an inspection, and Agent Jimmy Woo warns Scott that he has only 3 days left on his house arrest. After that, he'll be free, but only if he stays out of trouble.
You haven't had any contact with Hank Pym or Hope Van Dyne, have you? It was their tech, so they violated the accords, too.
I haven't talked to Hank or Hope in forever.
They hate his guts.
You need a warrant.
Actually, they don't.
Really? Wow.
Proud of you, bud.
Thank you.
You know what? Give me another one.
Me too.
Once I'm out of here, you and I are gonna go paint this town red.
Bye!
Hey, Hank. It's been a while. I just had a really weird dream. I was back in the quantum realm and I think I saw your wife. I'm sorry for a lot of things.
Moments later, Scott sees something buzzing around his house. Before he can react, the tiny flying object sedates him, and he passes out. When he wakes up, he finds himself in a miniature car with Hope, who is driving him towards a secret location. She reveals that she was the flying insect and had come to get him. She needs Scott's help to rescue her mother. He angrily tells Hope that taking him out of the house could land him in serious trouble.
Whoa! Scotty?
He's programmed to replicate your daily routine.
Cap needed help.
Cap?
I'm sorry, all right? I didn't think I'd get caught. Hey, Hank. Look, I just want to
save it.
It's a tunnel to the quantum realm. We think she might still be down there. We just don't know where.
You may have entangled with her.
Hank, I would never do that. I respect you too much.
Quantum entanglement, Scott.
I'm sorry I took the suit. I'm sorry that I called last night. I just had a dream about her playing hide and seek with a little girl.
Where was she hiding?
A tall dresser.
You mean a wardrobe?
Is that what that's called?
The sooner we get the tunnel working, the sooner we can get this message out of his head.
Really like to help you out. Can I just wait inside? Because I'm not supposed to be out here.
Hank explains that the tunnel is almost ready, but they're missing one final component, which is a quantum stabilizing part. So they head off to buy it from a contact. Hope meets with Sonny Birch, who is a shady black market dealer. She asks if he has the component they need. Birch confirms he has it, but demands a huge sum in return. When Hope gives the money, he refuses and says other buyers are offering more. He actually wants to know the secrets of the Pym family and do business with them, but Hope rejects the offer. She gets frustrated when Sonny doesn't even allow her to take back the money he received for the deal, while the deal is now canceled. So Hope pretends to walk away, but then quickly dons her Wasp suit and returns for a fight.
Darling, the only thing you're taking from here is my heart.
Find out. I want some names. Stop firing! Stop!
So I take it you didn't have that tech available for me?
No, I did.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, Sonny.
It's still a work in progress.
Dad? Are you okay?
No! He got the lab. We need to find somewhere to regroup and figure out where the lab is.
There's one place I can think of.
No!
Help yourself.
I heard stories like what happened to you, like a ghost.
Like Baba Yaga.
We need to find it.
Oh, you don't find someone like that. They find you.
The lab emits radiation. Could we modify a quantum spectrometer and track it?
Well, there is one person, Bill Foster.
We need to find out who took the lab.
The transparent attacker removes her mask and reveals herself as a young woman named Ava Starr. She continues to phase in and out of reality, and clearly, she is in so much pain. To stabilize her condition, she enters a special containment chamber to temporarily recharge her body. Back with the team, Scott, Hank, and Hope arrive at a university where Bill Foster now teaches. They interrupt one of his lectures, and when Bill sees Hank, he dismisses his students. There's still tension between the two, and the conversation quickly becomes hostile. But before things get worse, Scott sees Agent Jimmy Woo outside the building and urges the others to leave. Before they go, Bill tells them there may be a way to track the stolen lab. They should try modifying one of the Ant-Man suit's old deflectors and catch the signal from the lab. Hank says they can't use the new suit because it's still in the testing phase, and Scott has destroyed the old suit. But then, Scott admits that he didn't destroy the old suit, and it is still safe. He gave the old suit to Cassie, and she took it to school inside her classroom's trophy case.
We shrunk it down and mailed it to Luis.
You sent my suit for the mail?
What, the trophy? No, it's not here.
Well, the good news is I know where it is. Ah! What's going on with this suit? How much of a work in progress is this? Come on!
The sizing coils are malfunctioning.
Try that. If only Cap could see you now.
Hey, where's your hall pass? Hey!
Hiya, champ. How was school today?
Using the method Bill Foster described, Hank, Hope, and Scott manage to track Ava's location and find the stolen lab. Inside, they see Ava resting inside her quantum chamber, which keeps her unstable molecules under control for a brief period of time. They try to sneak in and retrieve the lab. Ava wakes up, quickly knocks them out, and ties each of them to a chair. To their surprise, it's revealed that Ava's mentor is none other than Bill Foster. He raised her after her parents died in a tragic accident when she was a child.
I doubt Hank has ever mentioned my father. They were colleagues at S.H.I.E.L.D. Dared disagree with the great Hank Pym. Desperate to restore his name, so he took risks. They call it molecular disequilibrium. My body is torn apart and stitched back together. But others at S.H.I.E.L.D. saw an opportunity in my affliction. They weaponized me, I killed for them.
Condition was progressive. I didn't know how to cure him. She discovered that you were building the tunnel. His head? Christ's sake!
That's me. I'm sorry.
Ava herself is finding a permanent cure to treat her condition. Their plan now is to extract quantum energy from the quantum realm. Ava knows the procedure might kill Janet, but she's desperate and willing to take that risk to save herself. As Hank listens, he suddenly clutches his chest and pretends to have a heart attack. He asks Bill to get his medicine from a nearby box. When Bill opens it, a swarm of trained ants bursts out, freeing the team, and they quickly escape with the lab. They enlarge the lab in a hidden forest and set up the equipment again. Hank tries to calibrate the quantum tunnel, but he struggles to align everything correctly. The tunnel is working, but they don't know what to do next. Scott is there in the hope that Janet might give another signal this time. Suddenly, Scott begins acting strangely, as if someone is speaking through him. It becomes clear Janet is once again communicating through Scott, using their quantum link.
You just need a little nudge. I'm so proud of you.
Honey, tell us where you are.
You have to meet me at these exact coordinates. Time and space work very differently down here. Perfect. How do we get up here?
My name is Sonny Birch. You are a known associate of Scott Lang.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna introduce you to my good friend Uzman.
Oh, is that truth serum?
That's just nonsense from TV.
They sound like truth serum to me.
Right? It's not a truth serum. This is truth serum.
There's no such thing.
Where is Scott Lang?
His wife had just filed for divorce, and I was like, damn, homie, she dumped you when you're on lockup.
I like a good story as much as the next person, but what in the hell does this have to do with where Scott Lang is?
I'm getting there. That's when he met Hope. And Hope's all like, I want nothing to do with you. Look at my hairdo. I'm all business, but I'm gonna go trash an airport with Captain America. Fate brought them back together, and then Hope's heart is all, I'm worried, and we're days away from going out of business. Oh!
That's terrible bossing.
Damn, bro!
That's on me.
Well, where is Scott Lang? Literally!
The woods.
Come at night, little children's.
Hey, it's me. How'd you like to get a promotion?
Understood. Fortunately, after Birch leaves, Luis manages to call Scott and warn him. Using his shrinking suit, Scott rushes home and arrives just in time, seconds before the FBI shows up for another inspection. Back in the forest, Hank and Hope are packing up the lab and preparing to move it to some other secret location. But suddenly, the FBI surrounds them and arrests them on the spot. When Scott finds out about the arrest of Hank and Hope, he springs into action. He uses his trained flying ants to break Hank and Hope out of FBI custody. He brings the suit of Hope and the FBI uniform for Hank to blend in and escape from the FBI building. Then, Scott shows Hank the van where they hide and leave the place immediately. Luis also joins them to help. The next step is to again track the lab. This time, they track the lab to a new location, where Bill Foster is already trying to start the quantum extraction process for the cure of Ava. But before he can make progress, a swarm of giant ants interrupts him. The ants are sent by Hank, and they force Bill to back down. Ava becomes angry seeing this. He follows the trail of ants and attacks Scott, who is present at the nearby building.
I wish I had a suit. I would even like a suit with like minimal powers.
I'll help you find a cure when I get back. I promise.
Can I get a status report? Because I got some serious ghost problems here.
No! I want that lab, boys, whatever it takes.
Take the wheel.
What? Wait, oh.
Oh, you got pissed! What about me?
Warning. Approaching quantum void.
right.
Don't you need the remote to the lab? But the van is busted.
Use the Hot Wheels rally case.
Huh?
Hi.
Anyone see a southern gentleman carrying a build? Yes! Yes! No. Antonio! That doesn't belong to you.
Deep inside the quantum realm, Hank follows the coordinates Janet had sent through Scott. After all these years of research, sacrifice, and hope, he finally finds her. The two reunite with an emotional embrace and a kiss. They are also overwhelmed with joy.
I got the lab. Move. I got the lab.
No, he's too big.
Hey.
Where's the remote, Luis?
We have to find another way.
She's gonna tear Mom apart.
Mom, it's okay. I'm here now. We have time.
Well, I guess we've already met.
I guess we have.
Janet notices Ava's unstable condition. She gently touches her face, and to everyone's surprise, Ava stops phasing. It turns out that Janet, after spending decades in the quantum realm, has developed some special powers. Though she helps Ava stabilize temporarily, Ava still needs more quantum energy to fully heal.
The cops are coming. Like all of them.
Hands in the air!
We apprehended them. For you. You're welcome.
He's in charge. It is true, Sarah.
Giant figure now spotted at the intersection of Broadway and Laguna.
It's over, Scotty. Sorry, but we got you, man.
Leave me here.
We can make it.
Go, please.
We can make it, Ava.
Hey, guys. Are my 2 years up already?
In the final moments, everything seems peaceful. Hank and Janet start a quiet life together near the ocean. Luis lands a wealthy client for his security company, and Scott and Hope begin a romantic relationship, finally enjoying a sense of normal life. After Thanos snapped half of the universe, Scott gets trapped in the quantum realm.
What'd you do?
Where'd he go?
All right, controls online.
Going subatomic in 5.
Okay. Hank! Okay, seriously, don't joke around. Bring me up, let's go. Guys!
Finally, after 5 years, he is pushed out of it and goes to find the Avengers. But he is completely unaware what happened to the world and that his daughter is all grown now.
Oh, hi! Hi, is anyone home? I had a mask on, you wouldn't recognize.
Is this an old message?
Are you okay?
Yeah. I was in a place called the Quantum Realm. To get in there, you have to be incredibly small. Thanos happened, and I got stuck in there.
I'm sorry, that must have been a very long 5 years.
For me, it was 5 hours. What if there was a way that we could enter the quantum realm at a certain point in time?
Are you talking about a time machine?
No. Yeah.
To make the plan work, they know they need a genius. They decide to go find Tony Stark.
Tony, after everything you've seen,
Quantum
possible.
fluctuation messes with the Planck scale. You accidentally survived. It's a 1 billion to 1 cosmic fluke.
We could go back, we could get them.
We can snap our own fingers. We can bring everybody back.
I believe the most likely outcome will be our collective demise.
We have to take a stand.
We did stand.
We have a chance to bring her back, to bring everyone back. And you're telling me that you won't even...
That's right, Scott, I will. Oh, look, table set for 6.
Tony, but this is a second chance.
I got my second chance right here, Cap.
We're gonna need a really big brain.
Bigger than his? Damn.
Bruce.
Listen to your mom.
Yeah, guys, it's outside of my area of expertise.
A few days later, using Scott's equipment and Bruce's limited knowledge, the team builds a machine. In theory, it can take them back in time. However, during the test, a major mistake happens. Ant-Man returns from the quantum realm at different ages each time, like he becomes baby Scott once and old Scott the other time.
It's baby.
It's Scott.
As a baby.
He'll grow. Time travel.
I see this as an absolute win.
Why the long face? Let me guess, he turned into a baby. I fixed it. A fully functioning time-space GPS.
Sounds like a deal.
Careful on re-entry. There's an idiot in the landing zone.
The biggest challenge is to find all 6 Infinity Stones. They are located in different places and times. The team has only enough Pym particles for each person to make one trip. If anything goes wrong, they cannot try again. To increase their chances, the Avengers split into teams.
6 stones, 3 teams, 1 shot. 5 years ago, we lost. Today, we have a chance to take it all back. 1 round trip each. No mistakes. This is the fight of our lives, and we're gonna win, whatever it takes.
He's pretty good at that.
Right?
See you in a minute.
All right, we all have our assignments.
Maybe smash a few things along the way.
Tony Stark, Ant-Man, and Captain America plan to steal the Mind Stone, which is in the hands of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents who are secretly Hydra agents. But they didn't know this at that time. Captain America enters the elevator, pretends to be one of the Hydra team, and convinces them to give him the briefcase. At the same time, Stark and Ant-Man work together to cause a distraction. Ant-Man creates a heart problem in Stark's past self to draw attention. During the chaos, Scott kicks the briefcase to Tony.
Maximum occupancy has been reached.
Take a step.
Hail Hydra.
So many stairs!
Thumbelina, do you copy? I've got eyes on the prize.
I'm going inside you. Now.
And I'm gonna need that case. That's been S.H.I.E.L.D. property for over 70 years.
Hand it over. Come on, hey.
Do it, Lane.
That wasn't supposed to happen, was it?
Oh, we blew it.
Sorry, buddy. We got a problem.
6 stones
You're
are
repeating
nothing.
yourself. You know that? You're repeating yourself.
You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself. There's no do-overs. We're not going anywhere else. We have 1 particle left each.
There's another way to retake the Tesseract and acquire new particles.
Where are we going?
I know for a fact they were there.
Who's they? What
and
are we
I know
doing?
How I know.
Get this back to the compound.
Suit up.
If you do this and it doesn't work, you're not coming back.
You trust me?
I do.
Tony gathers all the stones and prepares the Infinity Gauntlet because using its power nearly killed Thanos. Bruce volunteers to do the snap this time. He believes his body can handle the radiation better than anyone else. Their plan is to change nothing from the past 5 years, but to bring back the people who vanished.
Everyone Thanos snapped away 5 years ago. We're just bringing them back to now, today.
Take it off!
No, wait. Bruce, are you okay? Talk to me, Banner.
Didn't work. Oh, no, sure. It's okay.
I'm here! I'm here! Can you hear me?
On your left.
Avengers! Assemble.
Yeah! What do you want me to do with this damn thing? We need to get them back where they came from.
That wasn't our only time machine.
Get it started. We'll get the stones to you.
We're on it, Cap.
After the defeat of Thanos, we are shown a flashback in the quantum realm where Janet sees something crash into the ground at a distance. She quickly grabs her weapons and rushes to the spot where she finds strange-looking aliens.
What is this place?
Back in San Francisco, Scott is narrating how he has become quite famous after he and the Avengers defeated Thanos. People take pictures with him on the street, coffee shops don't let him pay, and he even receives awards from the manager of his old workplace. At the same time, Hope has taken over her dad's company using PIM particles to help people in need around the world.
I still can't believe it. None of this should have happened, but it did. It's a pretty good world. I'm glad we saved it. Why is jail calling?
Come on.
On the way home, Scott asks Cassie why she shrank the cop car, and she says she cannot ignore peaceful protesters who lost their homes after the blip and are now homeless. Scott reminds her that he promised her mother he would not let her use this technology without supervision, but Cassie insists she can handle it and knows how to use the superhero suit. Scott is shocked to learn that Cassie has her own suit. At dinner, Janet brings a small pizza to the table, and Hank uses his technology to turn it into a large one.
Your Nobel Prize is in the mail.
It better be. I just saved $8.
No pizza in the quantum realm.
No.
So, Cassie, did you make any new friends in the slammer this time?
We have a family meeting.
Isn't that what we're doing?
Yeah, I mean, about this.
Aren't you the guy who flew all the way to Germany just to fight Captain America at the airport?
Fight with Captain America. Wouldn't fight Captain America. Not insane. What are you three up to?
Let's just show him.
Pretty smart ants.
Okay, so when you were all, gone those 5 years, I had a lot of time. And I got really into the quantum realm.
So you've been studying the quantum realm.
Cassie's just been curious, and we gave her some pointers. Your daughter built a subatomic Hubble telescope in a basement.
How does it work?
You send a signal down from here, and then it collects the data and it sends it back.
Wait a minute.
You have to turn it off!
Why aren't we?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Where are we?
It's okay.
What are we gonna do?
It's okay. It's okay. We're okay. It's like we're camping,
We've never been camping.
but we've always talked about it. Get back!
Quantum people in the quantum realm. I told you to stay away from here.
Janet,
Right now, we stick together, we find Scott and Cassie, and we go home, okay?
Okay?
There are worlds here, worlds within worlds. It's a secret universe beneath ours.
Get your hands on her! Where's my daughter?
Drink the ooze.
What?
I'll handle this. I got us a ride. It's friendly.
Quite a ride.
With drums playing and aliens shouting in strange voices, one alien speaks to Scott, but he says he cannot understand. A red liquid is poured into his mouth, and suddenly he begins to understand their language. An alien named Vev explains that the liquid is called ooze, and it allows him to understand them and says they can now be friends. Another person named Quaz, who can read minds, reveals information about Scott. Quaz asks why he is there and whether he is a spy. The aliens grab their weapons again, and one suggests torturing him. Cassie arrives and tells them they are not spies and that Scott is her father. They explain that they come from Earth. Quaz reads their minds and confirms they are telling the truth. A woman named Gentora then says it does not matter because since they came from Earth, someone else who arrived years ago will be searching for them and will destroy everything to find them. When Cassie asks who she means, Gentora replies that it is the Conqueror. Janet and the others fly toward a town-like place. Hank, completely fascinated by everything around him, says he always suspected that there were intelligent beings in the quantum realm but never had proof. And now this discovery changes everything they think they know about the world.
It's time. Follow me.
Janet Van Dyne? You have got to be Hank. Hope?
We need your help.
Whoa. Is that building alive?
What happened here?
The
Conqueror burned our homes.
I'm sorry.
You're an Avenger. They need help.
This is not our fight.
Just because it's not happening to you doesn't mean it's not happening.
Are you not human?
Not technically, but yes. If I remember correctly, you left all of us with him. You didn't tell them about him. Did you say anything? How many people died because of you? Your mommy is full of secrets.
He just wants me.
He sent the hunter. All of this could have been avoided, Janet.
Where are the controls?
Those are the controls.
You led them straight to us.
Welcome back to the quantum realm, Scott. Our fates have always been forged together.
Surprised to see me?
How are you not dead? Aaron is dead! There is only Monarch! And there's no place you can run, Scott. Not from me, and not from him.
What's after Scott and Cassie?
You left Darren to die in the quantum realm, but the Conqueror found me.
Oh, I get it. It's an acronym.
I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
Just now noticing the baby leg.
I found your signal, Cassie. Thanks for that, by the way. Couldn't have done it without you.
He said he was a traveler. He had a ship that could travel the multiverse. Had never met anyone like him. We tried everything to recharge his ship's energy core. Nothing worked. It took ages, but we did it. His ship was neurokinetic, connected to his thoughts. When I touched it, I saw his mind. I felt what he had done. Entire worlds gone, like they never even existed. Who is Kang? He was exiled here.
By who?
I don't know.
Janet, just let me take you home.
What are you going to do?
Win.
And how many worlds will die?
Don't you want to see your daughter again?
I couldn't beat him. He was too powerful. I blew up his core, cut him off from time. Now that he had his suit back, he became what he always was, a conqueror. He's got weapons and technology centuries beyond anything we can dream of.
Janet explains that Kang needs the core back and requires Pym particles to retrieve it. Hank realizes that if Scott and Cassie are captured, Kang may already have what he needs, so they must act fast. In prison, Kang visits Scott. Scott claims he is an Avenger and has called for backup. Kang calmly asks if he has killed him before, as he has killed many Avengers in other timelines. He then says Janet stole something from him and he needs it to return. When Scott refuses to help, Kang explains that Scott also wants to escape and that he has seen how everything ends because he can travel through time. Scott still refuses. Kang begins torturing him and threatens to kill Cassie in front of him and make him relive it endlessly.
No! Stop!
You're out of your league, Ant-Man.
It's in that. It is that.
Find the core and size it back down.
What do I do? What's the plan?
Don't die.
Whoa. Why am I looking at another me?
You're looking at the possibility.
What the hell? What the hell?
What? Oh, I get it.
Nobody move! All right, nobody move!
Take it easy, breathe. We'll figure this out.
Let's do this! Wait! Why am I here?
Dad, just come back one more time.
Come on, lift him! Yes. Climb!
We all want the same thing.
Come on, work together! Come on! Work together!
We gotta get that thing out of here.
No, wait. He's got Cassie.
You cannot give that to him.
Hello, Jelly Bean.
That isn't my old mentor.
Kang confronts Janet and talks about time being broken by his own variants. He claims he is trying to fix the chaos by destroying broken worlds and creating new ones. Janet argues that he only wants revenge and that trillions will die, but Kang says lives do not matter.
My variants throughout the multiverse. I saw their chaos spreading across realities, universes colliding, endless incursions. I saw the multiverse, and it was dying, all because of them.
You only want revenge because they beat you.
And I will burn them out of time.
Cassie manages to escape by shrinking and enlarging soldiers that were keeping an eye on her. Scott and Hope wake up to find Hank with a giant advanced ant army. Hank explains that his ants evolved through thousands of years inside the realm and built their own civilization. They plan to make Scott big and fight back. Cassie frees Gentora and spreads a message calling everyone to rise against Kang. Kang shows Janet his massive army and prepares to launch his ship, but Cassie hijacks the broadcast and urges people to fight. Revolution breaks out across the city. Scott grows giant and attacks the fortress while alien forces join the battle.
I'm with Gentora. He's not invincible. Come to the tower. Fight back.
It's over, Cassie. Your dad's not here, Cassie.
But I guess that's not a big surprise.
Kang! You took my daughter!
Begin the launch.
You lied to me!
Keep going! I've got them!
Forward! Kang!
What is the bridge code?
Not die first.
18147.
Damn.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
It's never too late to stop being a dick.
I feel like I'm hugging Godzilla.
You think this is new to me? Do you know how many rebellions I have put down? How many Avengers I've killed? I am Kang!
I am not Nick! You were right about me, Cassie.
Darren?
I hope. I don't know what to say.
Thanks, Scott. And at least I died an Avenger.
A lot has happened today.
We have to go now.
Where's Scott?
He was right behind me.
But you thought you could win. I want you to remember, you could have gone home. You could have seen your daughter again.
Where's she? She's okay. She's okay. She's okay.
Don't let go. Don't ever let go. My life doesn't make sense. I used to ask myself a lot of questions about that. One day you're fired from Baskin-Robbins. The next, you're beating a time-traveling space king. We did beat him, right? I mean, yeah, that's what happened. He was getting out and he didn't get out. He also said something bad was coming and that everyone would die if he didn't get out. Wait, so did I just kill everyone? You know what? It's probably fine. Like I said, life doesn't make any sense. Stop overthinking it. Kang's gone. Don't have to worry about that guy anymore.
So, the exiled one is dead. Must really eat you up that you're not the one who killed him. They're beginning to touch the multiverse.
How many did you call?
All of us.
I really hope you guys enjoyed the full Ant-Man trilogy recap. And if you did, then be sure to check out our full Marvel recap that has all movies until the Endgame, which is awesome as well and contains a lot more scenes with Ant-Man. And as always, I thank you very much for watching.